the side of my technology. So this is for 5 mLs.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the pressure adapter of 5 mLs. This is my technology, and I will put the technology. I hold it like this, okay, with the left hand, and I press. And I need to hear a click. Okay. After do that, be careful with that. With this, it's closed, so the air will not pass through. So open it, and you put it in the pressure. You can close. Okay. Close. So I put my cartridge, I put the pressure adapter, and I put the nozzle. What I need to do now before I start to break.
Adjust the parameters based on the
Not in the design, not in the design.
Calibrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to calibrate the needle. So, how I calibrate the needle? I select my technology, okay? Select here. I press this one, okay? And I calibrate the needle. Look what will happen. So it's a laser calibration, it's very precise like the other one. So calibrate the needle, and I can select the parameters for my breathing process now. So the pressure, the robot speed, it's the velocity that the robot moves. Okay, here it's 10 millimeters per second. It's okay, it's not too fast, but for a biological application it's okay. Strand height and strand width will depend on the material and the viscosity of the material, and also in the inner diameter of the nozzle. Okay, that one was 0.41. Usually, what I use for my research and my trainings, it's like 70%, 75% of the inner diameter. So for this one, it's gonna be something more. Can we make the calculation? At 0.33.
31.
31.
75.
So 31. So let's put just 0.3 and 0.3. And needle offset. What is needle offset? Needle offset, it's the distance between the bottom of your needle and the surface of your substrate. So for electrowriting and electrospinning, this distance must be like 3 or 4 millimeters. Okay? But for PSD or VSD, this distance can be 0 or it can be 0.1. It will depend on your material and the thickness of your strand. This information you don't need to know because it's a little bit. It's when I start to extrude the material, and when I stop to extrude the material. So this is more of readiness at level. And after I select this is the most important. I go to material, and now I need to create the material. Tell me a material that you use here.
Usually we use for the test we tried Neva cream.
This
We
one
can
is
go with
Nivea
that,
cream.
yeah.
So Nivea cream. Okay. So you created material, you choose your color. Which color you like?
Pink.
Pink. Okay. So let's use the pink. And you press 2 times. Okay. Click 2 times. And here it was allocated the material in my technology. And here I have the method of this technology, of the PSD. So with the PSD you can make strands, or you can make dots at coordinate. But I don't recommend you to use this one dot at coordinate because it's not so precise like the VSD. So if you want to make drop at coordinate, you use the VSD, not the PSD. Okay? So you select strand. Usually for the transparent nozzle, I use a pressure of 137 kPas. But this is not the transparent nozzle. This is the blue nozzle, so I have to decrease my pressure. So I will put 100 kPas. So everything okay. I select and now I click twice. See the difference? Now we have this structure here.
It arranged everything based on the parameters.
Yes. If I put, for example, let's just show you 0.01. See? Look. 0.01 is the thickness for the PMD if you want to make nanofilaments, because this is already nanofilaments. It's much more easier than the 3D, right? So 0.0, 0.03, oh, 0.3.
Usually for the strand height and width, we put the same number.
I put the same number, but
Okay.
if you want to use research and this kind of stuff, you can, for example, if when you extrude the material, the material has a behavior to spread a little
Yeah.
bit, so you have to
Okay.
decrease a little bit the
Decrease
height.
the-
Yeah. So it depends. If you want to do something very correct, you can change. Okay, so here we have the first layer. Okay, so now we need to create the second layer just for demonstration, and you can come here, clone, and now the second layer is within the first layer. What should I do in this case? They are in the same height. What should I do?
We should change the height, yeah?
Yes. So I need to change the position. And what will be the height of the second layer?
I think the additional of the 75% of the middle diameter.
No. So I need to change the position in the y axis, yeah. So here I need to put 0.3
3?
exactly. See?
Yeah, okay.
Here I need to put 0.3. But in the second layer, I don't want to have this type of infill, so I can change. Let's look like this. Okay. So let's make just 2 layers, and then we make something more complex. Okay.
And for the second layer, we can change the material as well.
Yes, you can change the material
And
and
the
you can change the
preset.
tool. Yeah. So in the same process, you can have as many tools you want, you know, so you can choose whatever you want. And after you finish your design, the next step now is to go to composer, because you need to place these, how can I say, these construct in your substrate. In this case, you're gonna use a glass slide. Do we have a glass slide here? Flat glass slide.